In a forgotten village nestled between jagged mountains, a boy named Arif watched the blacksmith every dawn. The old man, Karim, hammered iron into tools that fed the valley. Arif's father, a failed farmer, drank away the last of their land. "Dreams are for fools," he'd slur, shoving Arif toward the fields. But Arif's eyes stayed on the forge, on the sparks that danced like stars, on the way raw metal bent to a man's will. At 12, Arif stole coal and scrap iron. He built a tiny furnace behind the ruined mill. His first strike bent the rod wrong, the second cracked it. Blisters rose, then burst. Nights, he copied Karim's rhythm in his sleep, clang, pause, clang. Hunger gnawed when his mother sold his shoes for bread. Still, he rose before roosters, forcing stiff fingers around the hammer. By 15, villagers laughed at the ghost forge glowing after midnight. Arif's arms thickened, but doubt thickened faster. A merchant offered him work hauling grain, steady pay, no burns. That night, Arif stared at his cracked anvil. "One more year," he whispered, smashing the offer letter into the fire. Winter came early. Snow sealed the paths, no one bought tools. Arif melted his mother's copper pot to cast a plowshare. It snapped on the first frozen field. The farmer spat, "Useless boy." Arif carried the shame home, but at 3 a.m., he was back, reforging the blade stronger, thinner, sharper. His tears hissed on the iron. 18 brought the flood. Rivers swallowed crops, the village starved. The headman begged the city for aid, but wagons returned empty, roads blocked by war. Arif remembered Karim's words, "Steel remembers every blow." He gathered rusted swords from graves, melted crosses from the chapel, even the iron gate of the mosque. Day and night, the forge roared. Neighbors called him mad. He crafted plows that bit deeper, axes that felled trees in half the swings, nails that held roofs against storms. When the first caravan arrived, Arif traded tools for grain. Children ate. Mothers wept. The headman bowed. But Arif's dream was bigger. He wanted a bridge across the raging river, no more drownings in spring. Engineers laughed, "Need steel, not village toys." Arif worked alone. He studied wind, water, weight by dropping stones tied with rope. His back scarred from flying shards, his lungs blackened with smoke. At 20, he presented a single beam, light, unbreakable. The city sent experts. They tested, nodded, ordered 100 more. Years blurred. The bridge rose, arching silver against the sky. On opening day, Arif stood unnoticed as thousands crossed. A girl dropped her shoe, he picked it up. She gasped, his hands, once soft, now mapped with burns. "Uncle, did it hurt?" He smiled. "Every hammer strike did. But pain is just the fire that shapes you." That night, Arif returned to the forge. The village glowed with lanterns, laughter echoed. He lit the furnace one last time, not for steel, but for a small horseshoe. On it, he etched, "Force yourself to rise, even when no one watches." He hung it above the door, then walked into the mountains, hammer on his shoulder, seeking the next impossible goal. The forge still stands. Children touch the horseshoe and feel warmth. They don't know Arif's name, but they know his truth: greatness isn't born in comfort. It's hammered, one reluctant sunrise at a time, until the metal of your soul rings true. 2998 Chars